Yeah. So first, what is a drama?
A drama is
A play
it's a play
for the theater or for the theater, television or radio. Okay. We have, for
okay.
example, we have classical drama. It means drama in the past. We call it classical drama. We have also modern drama. We have Elizabethan drama. It means at the time of the Queen, at the time of Queen Elizabeth. So drama, it's a play for, as I told you, it's a play for the theater, television or radio. So drama here tells a story using character tags, dialogue, and the stage directions. Okay, so you're going
Okay.
to find characters, stage directions, and stage directions. It's an explanation how is the actor going to act. Also, in the drama or in a play, you're going to see some scenes, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, and so on and so forth, and acts. Okay, so is structured into acts and scenes. Acts, it's like chapter. Acts, it's like chapter, and then scenes, it's smaller than the act. So act is consist of some scenes. Okay, Dana? Like for
Okay.
example, when I say, for example, have you ever heard about? For example, any of Shakespeare's plays?
No.
Okay, Shakespeare's have written many plays, and if you read any of these plays, you're going to find acts. If you open, for example, Macbeth, or for example, Merchant of Venice. So all these are plays. You're going to see acts, Act 1. And in Act 1, you're going to see scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5. Act 2, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, and so on and so forth. Okay?
Okay.
You know, Dana, it's performed for an audience. Have you ever watched a play, a real one?
No.
No, okay. So in a play, Dana, you're going to see audience sitting on chairs, and the actors are acting on a stage in front of the audience. And when they finish, for example, scene 1, the curtains, for example, closed and it's open again. Okay, Dana?
Okay.
So it's performed for an audience, and they can be fictional or non-fictional. Yani let me tell you this. So in a play, the play may be fictional. It talks about unreal things, like for example, like witch, like for example, life on Mars. So it may be non-fiction. For example, it talks about a monster with, for example, 8 hits. So is this fiction or non-fictional?
Fictional.
Yeah, this is fictional. But if we are talking about,
Like,
yes, Dana?
Mr. Can you open from the Google or the Microsoft? Can you open a video like, because I don't understand what they mean like act or scene.
Okay, then I'm going to show you. Okay, no problem. Okay, طب can I finish this talking just 1 minute, and then in order to finish this part, and then I'm going to open a video, okay? Just
Okay.
1 minute. I'm going to show you after, I'm going to show you the difference between act and scene. Here for legend. Legend, it tell a story in narrative prose. What is a legend first, Dana? Let's discuss what is a legend first. You know, legend, it's a story from ancient times about people and events that may or may not be true. Okay, so like when I say the legend of Robin Hood, so this is legend. It's a story from ancient times. Do you know any story from ancient times, Dana?
Robin Hood
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah, so this is legend.
and
That's
Dreamy.
and what?
Instead, there is like it's not a legend. It's like it's a TV show. It was from the ancient times.
Yeah, okay, so it's
It's
a legend.
Dreamy.
Yeah, real?
No, it's Remy.
Yeah, Remy. Okay, okay, Dana. So, in legend, you're going to see historical truth, exaggeration, and fictional elements. Exaggeration, it means, do you know what does it mean, exaggeration?
Um, no,
Exaggeration, it means a statement or description that makes something seem larger, better, or worse, more important than really is. Yani, so when I say, for example, when I'm talking about someone who is ordinary, but I'm saying, no, he is a great person and he did a lot of good things. So now I am exaggerated. Okay, so I don't like really exaggeration. So do you understand me, Dana? So here I am exaggerated. It means I what I intended to make things better than what than it really is. Okay, Dana?
okay.
Okay. Like, okay, often include heroes. Have you ever heard about Hercules?
No.
Yeah, it's a legend as well. Okay, Dana. So both of them there are developed theme setting. طبعا الاثنين في الليجند والدراما you're going to find the setting. لازم يكون في time and place. يكون في theme topic. You're going to see characters and we're going to see plot. How is the is the play or the legend, the story is going to what? To go or to continue. Okay, Dana?
Okay.
Now I am going to share my screen for team. Okay. Now, can you see my screen, Dana?
But even if you haven't
Yes,
seen a play before, you can already get the main point of the lesson by thinking about football. If you watch football on TV, there's the pre-game show, then the actual game, which is divided into 4 quarters, then the post-game show where the commentators talk about what just happened. The same structure happens in plays. We just use different names for it, but the idea holds true. We like to structure our entertainment into these specific categories. We want stuff before, during, and after. Want to learn how this works in plays? Keep watching. In a football broadcast, they usually have a pre-game show. Commentators come on the screen and let you know what to expect from the game you're about to watch. Plays that have a prologue do the same thing. The prologue is the opening segment that introduces the rest of the play. Let's look at a famous example. Shakespeare's famous play, The Tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, opens with 14 lines that set the scene. The first 2 lines are, "Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene." And these tell the audience that the play will be about 2 families of equal wealth who live in the city of Verona. Just like the pregame show, the prologue tells the audience what they should expect in the play. Football games are divided into quarters.
Dana, can you hear me?
yes, Mr.
The prologue, it's like an introduction. هو يعني ضاف حاجة كده اللي هي البرولوج ده it's like an introduction about the play. بعد كده هيخش بقى يتكلم. Okay, so don't worry.
And in the same 10 minutes long,
Yes.
each act is in the same way, plays are divided into acts. Each act is a major section of the play.
So number 1, Dana, so what is an act?
A major section of the play.
Yes, a major part of the play.
Acts might be just 10 minutes long, or they might be over an hour long. Shakespeare usually wrote his plays in 5 acts, and each act builds on the ones before it to advance the story. One-act plays are short plays that only need one section to tell their story. Typically, the opening act of the play introduces the characters and the problems they face. The middle acts further complicate the problems, and in the final act of the play, the problem is resolved. Going back to our football analogy, within each quarter there are periods of time where the same players are on the field.
Dana, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr.
You know, Dana, act يعني Shakespeare when he write his plays first he write his play in 5 acts. The first one introduction and the characters بيعرفنا ايه هم الكاركترز في act 1. act 2 بيبدأ يعني introduce the problem، يبدأ يقول ايه المشكلة اللي حصلت مثلا. بعد كده بقى الأحداث كلها، وفي the final act يديكي بقى السولوشن الحل. يبقى 5 acts، 1 introduction، وبعد كده البروبلم، وبعد كده تبدأ المشكلة تكبر في act 3 and act 4، وبعد كده يقول الحل in act ايه ده انا act 5. اوكي؟
Okay.
اوكي. I am sorry for interruption. لو مش عايزاني اقاطع واتكلم في الاخر اوكي. What do you think?
Okay.
At the end or after each part?
At the end.
Okay.
When the drive ends, for whatever reason, the teams switch from offense to defense, and a mostly new set of players take the field. In a play, we call these scenes. Scenes are the sections that make up the acts. You know when scenes change because the set of characters on stage change, or the set might change to indicate that the characters are in a new place. Scenes tell small pieces of the overall story. In football, the post-game show happens after the game, and the commentators talk about what they learned from how the teams performed. In a play, this is called an epilogue. Epilogues are the part of a play that happens at the end after the main problem has been solved. Going back to Romeo and Juliet, spoiler alert, the main characters die in the end and the warring families get back together. Then the prince, a minor character, tells the audience that some of the crimes that took place will be forgiven and others will be punished for their crimes. He ends the play by saying, "For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo." In other words, he concludes the play by saying, "You just watched the saddest play ever." Often the epilogue is delivered by a minor character or narrator, but in all cases it's done after the main problem has been solved, and it's just extra information for the audience to help wrap things up. There are 4 major parts to dramatic structure. Plays can begin with a prologue, the part of the play where the audience learns about what is about to happen on stage. Then comes the acts. Plays can be as short as 1 act or can have 5 or more acts. Each act is broken into scenes, and these scenes are little parts of the big story that's being told. Scenes change when the set of characters on stage change or their location changes. Finally, plays can end with an epilogue, which is a speech usually given by a narrator or a minor character that happens after the main problem in the play has been solved. The epilogue serves to wrap up any loose ends from the plot.
Okay, Dana, so do you understand that? So let me tell you here, Dana. So what do you understand from the scene here, Dana? Dana, can you hear me?
Yes, mister.
Yeah, so scene here is a part of the play. Scene is a part of what?
Of a play.
Yeah, I'll show you a real play. هوريكي دلوقتي real play اسمها Macbeth. This play we call it Macbeth. Okay? دي كتبها برضو ويليام شكسبير. هوريك اهوت Act 1 وهوريك هي متقسمة ازاي in 2 parts. Look at this here. They are on the stage. The actors are on a stage as you see, Dana. So because in this act دانا في ماكبث ديت المشهد في السين ده موجود فيه الساحرات اللي هم الويتشز. طبعا انت ما درستيش البلاي فعشان كده انت مش عارفه ايه اللي بيحصل، بس انا بقول لك دولت اللي هم الويتشز في الاول هم.
And with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
When he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
طبعا ده كده دخلوا كده في سين نمبر 2. كده دخلوا في سين نمبر 2.
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we...
ماكدونالدز دايما بيقدم لك الاحسن، فقررنا نبقى اخف بس بنفس الطعم اللي بتحبه، فده ماك تشيكن زمان، وده الماك تشيكن دلوقتي بمايونيز اخف ولفه عكس الفيديو اللي فات. والطعم هو فبقى نفس الطعم اللي بتحبه بس اخف.
يا فندم اموروا
لو سمحت
بعد اذن حضرتك يا فندم بدون قطع كلام حضرتك.
glum as thou art, and Cawdor,
طبعا كده.
Castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto
As
us.
you see, Dana, so here they are in another act, another people. Okay, Dana?
Okay.
Okay. So now, I think now you understand the difference between act and scene. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going I'm going to show you something.
Then go grab a drink, because that's what we're looking into today. So, where to start then? That we talked about last time. So, yep, these are stories. Stories that have been passed down amongst the generations, either by oral logical slant to it, and will often take place in a danger, theology ahead. The ancient Greek account of creation is guys who gave us the word myth anyway. For another example, the ancient Greek account of creation is absolutely chock full of gods and spiritual beings. We've got the gods themselves, the Titans before them, and the struggles that led the gods to become the ones who ruled over humanity. There are loads of these creation stories all around the world. Well, it's example time again, and as a native-born son of the city of Coventry, there is only one legend I've got to mention more than any other, and that's our own, which is the legend of Lady Godiva. So, Godiva was married to the Earl of Mercia, a man called Tom, who, depending on the version, was either struck dead by God or was blinded, and he also gave us the Peeping Tom phrase. The deed done.
هو okay, Dana, so and I can't continue show you the legend because they tell us about things in the past, but it has and it's not fine to explain it through this video. So we're going to have another one.
But Mr. the Zoom will end after 6 minutes, so do we end it and then we rejoin?
As you like. Would you like to rejoin again?
Yeah.
Okay.
The genre of legend and answer the question, what is a legend? Legends are a genre in literature that have their own specific characteristics that we will go over in this video. You might have previously studied myths. Legends differ from myths in that they often tell about people who really lived and events that really happened. A legend is a story which is told as if it were a historical event, which differs from a myth that is used as an explanation for something symbolic and is a narrative. So, legends are based on real events, myths were not. Even though legends
So, so here, Dana, we could say here, the legend is based on what? On a real events. On real what? Events.
are based on real historical people and events, they use exaggeration to seem fantastic and unreal. The legend is an elaborated version of a historical event. They take facts and make them larger than life so that they seem fantastic. So, some examples of legends that you are familiar with are the stories about Robin Hood, which are set in a definite period, the reign of King Richard I of England in 1189. That is a specific person who was an actual historical person and historical events. That makes Robin Hood a legend. Or another example is King Arthur, which these stories were perhaps originally based on the exploits of a Roman Celtic prince who attempted to resist the expansion of the Anglo-Saxons, real historical events. The stories about Robin Hood and King Arthur, however, have been elaborated and expanded on down through the years to the point in which they are unreal and bigger than real life events. That makes them legends. So, let's go through some of the characteristics of legends. First, is there evidence that the event occurred? Yep, there may be proof to support the story as it reportedly happened during a specific historical time period. So, is it fact or fiction? Well, facts are distorted and exaggerated, and some fiction is added in, so it is a blend of both. When and where does a legend occur? Well, a legend occurs in past time and is historical. It usually comes from a specific culture and a specific setting. Who do they talk about? Legends talk about actual heroes or people who did admirable or heroic deeds. However, legends feature these heroes with exaggerated and imaginative elements so that it makes them larger than life. Also, imaginative elements such as magic are used, including ghostly and supernatural elements. Remember that legends are based on real historical events and people that were then exaggerated and mixed with magic and imagination to make them seem larger than life. So, go read a legend today, whether it be King Arthur or Robin Hood, or another legend that you will enjoy.
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, you earn 2% cash back on what you want, like first date plans and need.
No, just my shoe.
Like
that were then exaggerated and mixed with magic and imagination to make them.
Okay, Dana, can you hear me? Dana, can you hear me?